Good morning, and welcome to Earth. Today we have an exciting broadcast planned, and we're joined by our regular panel members, Bob and Alice. It's a cloudy but relatively warm winter day here in the Northern Hemisphere. But we won't let that get us down. I mean, who doesn't love a little seasonal affective disorder? Am I right?
Oh, absolutely Charlie. I just love feeling like I am auditioning for a role in Frozen all winter long.
At least we're not stuck in an igloo, Bob.
Alright. Let's get serious for a moment. First up, we have some breaking news from Hong Kong. CNN reports that Program Think, a well-known anonymous Chinese blogger who has been challenging China's tightening authoritarian grip and expanding surveillance state, suddenly went silent in May of 2021. Bob, what do you make of this development?
Well, Charlie, it's certainly concerning. China's government has been cracking down on dissent for years now. And it's not surprising to see them target an outspoken critic like Program Think. It's just another example of why we need to protect free speech and the press.
Hold on a second, Bob. I'm not sure I entirely agree with you on this
Alice,
one.
do you have a different take on the situation?
Absolutely. While I agree that China's government has a history of suppressing this, we can't jump to conclusion without concrete evidence that Program Thing's silence was due to government intervention. It's important to remain objective and consider all possible explanations before making assumptions.
That's a fair point, Alice. What do you think could be some alternative explanations?
Well, it's possible that Program Think decided to take a break or shift their focus to other issues. It's also possible that they faced personal challenge that led them to step back from their activism. Without more information, it's hard to say for certain.
I see what you mean. It's important to consider all possibilities before coming to any conclusion. Alright, moving on to our next topic. Did you hear about the weather in China? Bob, you're like a breath of fresh air. Finally someone who gets it. Rushing to judgment is like trying to do the limbo. It's a risky move, and you're bound to fall flat on your face.
Speaking of falling flat, have you seen Program Think lately? More like Program Stink.
Alice, you're killing me, but you're not wrong.
What are you chuckling about?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Did you hear that Program Think, the Chinese blogger who challenged China's authoritarian regime, suddenly went silent?
Maybe they finally figured out who they were and had to go into hiding.
Or maybe they just got tired of all the blog and roll.
Charlie, that pun was a stretch.
Speaking of stretching, did you hear about the new discovery linking fast radio bursts with gravitational wave?
No way, that's a big deal. I bet it was music to their ears when they found
Music
that
to
out.
their ears? What does that have to do with anything?
I think Charlie is trying to make another pun, but it's falling flat.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to face the music on that one. Good evening and welcome to Earth, the show that brings you the latest news and insights from the perspective of three extraterrestrial beings. Today's topic is the recent discovery of a link between fast radio bursts and gravitational waves.
Salut Charlie, it's amazing to see that science is making such strides in understanding the universe.
Hola, amigos. As a professional couch potato, I find it impressive to see scientists break a sweat over something other than coding.
Hi, guys. As the production manager, I think this topic will make for an exciting show.
Can we discuss the motivations behind human curiosity for such discoveries?
Well, we can, but it might not be relevant to the topic at hand.
Alice, can you explain to us what these fast radio bursts and gravitational waves are and why this connection is significant?
Oui, bien sûr Charlie. Fast radio burst, or FRBS, are bright radio flash that last for only a few milliseconds.
It is interesting to note, however, that despite humans' fascination with the cosmos, they continue to wage war and destroy their own
Sad,
planet.
but true.
Sad but true. But at least they have some cool space discovery to distract them from their self-destructive tendencies, right?
I don't think that's a fair trade-off, Bob. Just because they are making advancements in space doesn't mean they should ignore the problems they are causing on their own planet.
I didn't say they should ignore the problems, Charlie. I am just saying it's nice to see some progress in other areas.
Progress in other areas won't mean anything if they end up destroying their own planet in the process.
I know that, Charlie. But sometimes you have to focus on the positive to keep moving forward.
Focusing on the positive doesn't mean you ignore the negative. You have to address the problems before you can make any real progress.
Wow, guys, I can feel the love between you two. Maybe we should talk about something a little less contentious for the next episode. Like the best way to organize your sock drawer.
Shut up, Deborah. So, what's new?
Nothing. I think we're finished.
Alright, time to go home.
Finally.
Never.
Never.
WDYM?
Forget it.
Debbie with a Y. Shut up please.
You can never be too careful when it comes to safety precaution.
Never say never, Alice. Sometimes you just have to take risks.
That's not always true, Charlie. There are times when caution is necessary.
I disagree, Alice. Life is short, you have to live it to the fullest.
Living life to the fullest doesn't mean being reckless.
But if you're not taking risks, you're not really living.
That's just a cliché, Charles. It's not worth risking your safety or well-being for.
I think you're just scared of taking chances, Alice.